why they would connect that rather than just say that no 12-year-old should be brought into the juvenile system. My name is Eduardo Mundo. I am a retired supervising deputy probation officer for Los Angeles County. I was employed for 30 years. After my employment, I became active in all matters juvenile and started going to commission meetings. I am now actually a commissioner on the Probation Oversight Commission. I grew up in City Terrace, just above Ramona Gardens, and at age 10, we moved to a little part known as El Sereno in the Northeast Los Angeles section of LA. I became interested in the healing justice process because as I started to speak with more people, after I left the department, I started to reflect on the work. And I first started meeting with colleagues from other agencies, the state level, and it transitioned into meeting with formerly incarcerated, and it's bringing closure to my career and the understanding of it, and that's why I find it so important. In several ways. The first one was understanding that there was harm on my side. I actually never thought about it. I thought that I went through the work process, the 10 years that I was in institutions. I didn't realize that I was under a lot of stress as a supervisor in a camp or as a line staff. You're responsible for a lot of people, not just the youth, but your colleagues and everybody in the institution. And I didn't realize until I started speaking with colleagues from other areas of the system that I too was under duress all the time. And just listening to the youth that are in this group, the adults that are in this group that have been formerly incarcerated, has given me just a better perspective of the depth of it and the complexity of it. One of the most impactful moments for me was we had an outing in the San Fernando Valley, and two of the participants who really didn't know me and who had been kind of away from the process a long time still carried a level of mistrust. And we're significantly into the process, and when they shared that with me and they shared that mistrust was going away, it made me realize how long the healing process is and how important it is for both sides that we're together in this failure of institutions. How important these discussions are. I think the holdup with youth policy is that we spent so much time with the era of tough on crime and extracting it from the system. It's just difficult, not only for the people that work in the system, but the legislators. I read legislation all the time, and if you really pay attention, you can see that they still want to hold on to the language that brought us to where we are. And as an example, there's legislation that dictates when 12-year-olds can be brought into the system, and it's actually connected to the 707 offenses. I just don't understand why they continue to hang on to that type of language. I'm hopeful that this process is shared with policymakers and anyone involved in trying to reimagine our county process. This group has really explored the areas that need to be talked about, the true trauma, and how long it stays with people. And we need more than advocates and politicians with sound bites. We need people to come in and participate, or at least view projects like this and glean what they can and take it back and effectuate policy, rather than just go back and on a very surface level say, this is what we're gonna do. It really requires more thought, and I'm hoping that people that view these videos and view these interviews and view this project take that back with them.